sponsor.
Let's move on to something. This is interesting to me. I have been dipping my toes into canning my brews. Of course, I bottled for years, and I still will continue to use bottles. There was a big study for beer specifically, in this case, that talked about what tastes like pouring a beer from a can versus a bottle, which tastes better. I kind of want to do a side-by-side at some point, and it'd be really easy for me to do. But this whole study talked about basically taking a blind taste test and pouring the same beer, in 2 different glasses. One came from a can, one came from a bottle, and seeing which one people preferred. Seems like most people preferred what came from the bottle, which was interesting. This article also talked a little bit about the glass that was poured into as part of an importance to it, which I think is important. You should probably have proper glasses for what you're doing, generally speaking. But there a couple of the reasons I think they're going for. This says, where was it? The metabolic profile of both amber and IPA changed over time. So that's talking about, I think, in the can versus the bottle. And the cans were picking up, like the brews from the cans were picking up a slightly metallic taste, which makes me a little concerned now for some of my stuff I do. But I don't know. I found this interesting because I really want to do a side-by-side now.
Yeah, the thing that it seemed like they were tracking the most consistently was the metabolites and basically compounds breaking down. And do they break down faster, I guess, in one kind of packaging versus the other? But what was interesting is no matter how it was packaged, their conclusion was people always felt like it was better quality if it was served to them in a glass, which I thought was really interesting. Like, regardless of how it was packaged, if it arrived in a glass, it was always better quality. And so that's a curious kind of human nature observation.
We want to be fancy. That's the vibe.
Be bougie.